By 1944, World War II was at its height. America and Russia had joined the fight, and the war was now raging across the Pacific and Europe. Europe had endured 4 long years of occupation, but change lay just around the corner. On June the 5th, 1944, over 2 million Allied troops were amassed in Britain, nervously waiting for the long-awaited invasion to begin. This invasion was D-Day. Within the next 24 hours, 175,000 Allied troops will land in France. D-Day was a vital event if the Allies were to defeat Germany. The campaign in Italy was proving more difficult than anticipated. Bombing was proving only partly effective, and Russia was being torn apart. D-Day had to happen. Now, 66 years later, D-Day is remembered as one of the most iconic and momentous moments in history. The city of Portsmouth played a key role in the planning of D-Day, as many Allied troops were based here. But what of its legacy, and what do the local population think?
To the British it was, yeah.
D-Day is a really important date that we should remember.
D-Day was an important event in this world's history.
I'm sorry, I've never heard of D-Day.
The operation began early in the morning of June the 6th, when Allied paratroopers landed behind enemy beaches to seize important German roads, bridges and other German positions. Several hours later, the seaborne landings begun. Soldiers from the US tackled Utah and Omaha beaches. British troops, with attached units from other Allied forces, landed at Gold and Sword, whilst a Canadian division landed at Juno. With Hitler unaware of these events, German reinforcements were not given permission to engage at the beach. But still, the fighting was heavy and fierce, with many unfortunate men losing their lives. But what was it really like for those who remember? What was your role during the Second World War? What regiment were you in?
The Royal Army Ordnance Corps.
Before you went over to France, was it in 1944?
Yeah.
What was it? What did you have? Were you nervous? What was your feelings?
Well, I never had time to be nervous. I was going backwards from the South Coast to Chilwell, Nottingham, every day, bringing a load back. I'll say, we went over on the landing craft, and I was driving a lorry again, and we got ashore, and it was reasonably calm. It was, calm to what you expected, let's put it that way. And we drove up because we were putting a forward base depot in for all the supplies coming in. And it wasn't long after that I was out in the lorry and I was gone, didn't know nothing. Yeah. And I didn't know nothing until they brought me back to Botley's Park Hospital.
Do you think without D-Day, would you think we would have won the war as soon as we did? No.
No, we definitely wouldn't.
Due to the Allied forces, D-Day was a huge success. It opened up the road to Germany and eventually the road to victory. We owe our lives to the men and women who sacrificed so much for our future.